I saw some kind of movement up there. All right. No red things. A little bit of surplus food. We're still managing our upkeep. Okay. We're still -6 on our gold income, but we did increase our level of gold. We go take a look here. We're up to 16 production. So that town that we took ownership of down here had 3 gold production. So that's helping. And then this other town has 5. All right, so let's do the easy stuff. Do we do heroes first? Nothing in the summary I'm worried about. Oh, we get more details. He moved a unit out into the forest, did he? Okay. It's a terrible decision, but okay. So we've got a full 60 points of strength, 6 units, the max that a stack can have. The riders are less useful in a settlement fight. If we leave them out, we'll probably be able to take this. Select no units. Select him alone. This is where I need to know those numbers. We got +3 on one side, -2 on the other. Do I keep that unit? I think... Let's try this fight. I'm going to keep my cavalry out of the fight against the city, and we'll see how that fight goes and what points we have left. And then I might combine and take this unit out, or we'll take it out solo. But let's leave him out. We'll do this fight. Fully eliminated. Still got lots of movement points, so let's go. Nobody selected, just you. Advance to hold, and then you. Fully eliminated. And we still got points. Do we trudge through the forest or do we go around? I'm worried if I go around, he's going to send some fast units through to try to retake. I could get one... If I did one of them, I'd bring this guy back into the stack and just let this build up, because I think we're going to take things fast enough that I don't think I'm going to have to worry about the rebellion risk much. But I do want to see how this does. So let's do this one next. 40 should be more than enough. Yeah. Do we leave somebody behind for suppression, though? I still got to take that one. I don't think there's no fortification level, and I think it'll just be another single light unit. Yeah, I think speed of grabbing all the settlements is going to be more important than rebellion suppression. So let's go ahead and... What is it counting that as? Water, grassland. I guess it's counting it as the grassland space. All right, sure. So I think I'm going to send both units up to finish that fight, and then I'll re-garrison if... I don't think I'll be able to bring them forward fast enough to help with any of this. And we actually might not need to re-garrison. We only have 2 settlements left after that one falls. What I'm worried about is this guy jumping into the fun. I don't know what he's got at his capital over here. It's likely his biggest stack, and it could cause problems if I have any difficulty here. All right, so I still got to make this decision. If I go here, I don't think he'll have enough to actually take this in a turn. So I could come back down to defend or hit his unit. And this, I think, would put me in range to hit this next turn and then that the turn after. So I think that's what I'm going to risk. We'll see what he does. I'm curious if he'll see this as an opportunity and bring his stack out. I would love for him to bring his stack out. I'd rather fight it in the field, preferably in clear flat terrain, but you know, I'll take a forest or a hill negative, because we get our cavalry bonus mostly out in the open. All right. Anybody left? You guys. You're going to stay where you're at until next turn. And same with you. All right. So we're done with Army Man's dungeons. Oh, wait. We already know that's done. You need to go ahead and explore. False rumor. Bring you down and explore again. Another false rumor. You'll come across and gather new rumors. Didn't find anything. You know that's a low. Move you there and gather. Also nothing. That's unfortunate. Back to town. Gather. Damn it. All we've got is the 2 lows so far. I was hoping to get 3 or 4 of these stacked up fairly quickly. Won't have enough points to do that one. There's not much other reason to stay up here, though, so we might as well bring him down, because this will probably be the first dungeon we go into. You have a point left. There we go. Hey, what do we got? Another low. Awesome. And you're out of movement. Cool. False rumor. 0, 0, 0. What's our heroes looking like? A warlock. All right. Sure. Recruit a warlock. And then I want 1 more wizard type. We've got 2 healer types. We've got 2 warrior types. Instead of the adventurer we saw earlier, I'd like 1 more wizard type. So I'm going to hold out and hope we get a wizard type next round. To round out our party, and then we'll go adventuring. All right, so heroes are done. I'm not going to recruit any. Army movement's done. I'm getting a little low on gold again. I'm going to think about selling some resources again. We're still -6 on our gold income. That should flip to positive once we finish grabbing the rest of these settlements. And we won't have to be selling resources. We'll probably still sell resources because until I get a dungeon adventuring at a pretty fast pace, that's another way of bringing in money and other resources, mostly shards. But, wow, we're up to 3 settlements under our control. Oh, did he bring somebody out? I don't think he advanced him much, but he brought somebody out. He did. I don't know what's in that stack, but I think I'm going to go smash the hell out of it. Okay, everything looks fine here. A little bit of surplus food. 23, we're okay. So, we got some rebellious peasants. They're now unruly and rabble. We're going to ignore them still. Things to do. First, let's look at our heroes. Wizard type? No wizard type. Damn it. Really hoping for a wizard type. You need a good mix because of the enemies that you face. Some of them are susceptible to magic. Some are susceptible to melee. There's quite a variance. So you want to have a fairly balanced party. I'm going to hold out another turn. I can't wait too long, but I'm going to wait again. Let's do our hero stuff first. So, gather rumors. Nothing. Move to here. Gather rumors. Whoa, up in the deep desert. Okay, I guess task you with going up to investigate that one. It is, and it is a low. All right, that's a little awkward to get to. Bring you over to investigate that one. False rumor. Nowhere close for you to go get another rumor. We've already got this covered. We may end up doing this one first, just because the proximity of rumors up here instead of coming back for this one. So let's park you there. Next turn, we'll have him do another gather. We might have another rumor appear. Rumors will only appear in quote-unquote rough terrain. Desert's considered a rough terrain. You won't see rumors appear just on plains hexes. It'll be in forests, in mountains, in the desert, in the swamp, things like that. So this is our most likely place for rumors to appear. And you can, unless he's changed it, you can saturate an area where no more will appear. So let's check you guys. Where did that appear? That one? Yeah, that one. Okay. Let's split you up. Send you up here. Oh, that's more like it. Let's see. You've got 6 points. You've got 2. Unfortunately, you won't be able to investigate this turn. You can get there. False. I think I'm going to wait, leave that one there for this turn. We'll gather rumors and then go check. Yeah, actually, no, you can go now. So many false rumors. I can have that person check that one. I think I'm going to leave this guy down here. So we'll go to there. It'll go to, well, there's no other ones at the moment. Yeah, all right. We'll just leave guys sitting on the these areas, and we'll have these two jump around, checking them out till we get that last party member, and then we'll dive into the whatever's the most central dungeon to the group of heroes. That's where we'll go. All right, I think we're done with heroes. Yeah, we're done with heroes. There was nobody that I wanted to recruit. Moving on. We should be getting to a stage where maybe we can build something. We've got our recruits built up a bit. Nightmare Rider. We're short on shards by a fair amount. That would be pretty expensive to try to buy 8 on the market. So we're going to have to hold off on that. I could make the gold up by selling materials, but that other one's too much. So, same problem here with the wood. We're way short on the wood for a siege engine. So I think we're looking at either a light fighting unit or a heavy footman. Need a little bit of gold. Ideally, I think I'd like to try to get 2 full-strength armies set up. This is a good example. With the riders giving the option to run guys down in the open, and then 2 heavy and 3 lights, and you can peel the lights off for garrison duty as you kind of advance. I'd like to get another one of these set up. I got about 3/4 of one. Really what I need is another Nightmare Rider to kind of round out the group. Once I accumulate the rest of my backfield troops and get the cheap garrison units in as we move forward. So, do we queue one of these up? How long do you take? 2 turns. All right, so we gave it the instruction to build one. It's in our queue. 2 turns to build. Once it's built, we'll be able to deploy it. Where we can deploy it is going to depend on what we own at the time. I might hold it in that deployment screen until we finish capturing the kingdom. That way I can deploy it forward. Otherwise, I have to deploy it back here and kind of march him forward. So the timing is kind of important. I think I might have done it 1 turn too soon. It's going to be move to here, smash whatever that is, and then possibly get repositioned for the fight for the capital. And then at least 1 more turn, assuming we win that fight, 1 more for that space. But yeah, it might time out okay. All right. Yeah, let's, ooh. Wow, just going through the forest is the same as going there, and then there, and then there. 2 and 2 versus 1, 1 and 2, apparently. All right, that's fine. Okay, he's got 2 units there. He's got a swordsman unit and an archer unit. That's his light infantry. I think knights are his, or knight might be his cavalry unit. I'm not sure. But he's out in the open. That's going to be the best chance we can get. So we're definitely taking that fight. Oh, I only got 1 movement point left on my light units. So this is going to be the only attack we get this round. All right. So we got a pretty good result. We go look at the battle summary screen here. So again, nothing in the commanders. We got the favor of the gods on the die roll, our 60 strength against his 20. He had trained morale versus our crusader level. I think that's 1 level below that. But he did have the forest bonus. We lost 2 strength points. He lost 5. Then he lost an additional 4 in the pursuit phase. So we forced a retreat, and our cavalry units in particular are good at inflicting this pursuit damage. Very important. That's one of the reasons why you want cavalry units. They're not good for sieges, for settlement fights, but when you're out in the open like this, you get these massive strength point increases in the damage dealt. So we actually ended up doing 9 total points, which I think eliminated one of his units. He might have a mix of the 2, but we managed to push him. Unfortunately, I am out of movement points on half of the army. So if I move this stack forward, I run the risk of the rest of his groups kind of consolidating and repairing or recovering and then striking my split army. So I'm not going to split. We're not going to pursue that. So we'll leave that as is. Next turn, if we do not get attacked, I'll try to recover. Are we in supply? Ooh, we're not in supply. Damn it. Well, nothing I can do about it. 1 turn out of supply is not terrible. We'll be able to fix that. All right, so we're done with the heroes. That's the main forward army. This army is coming up. Going to be joined by you. They've got 1 guy short, but I think we've got enough to take this. We do. All right, so he's eliminated. I do have movement points on most of the group, but I only need 1 unit to step forward. So you'll hold the position for a turn, and I'll bring him forward. You guys will wait. And I think that's it. Not moving you, and you're the only one left. So heroes are done. Armies are done. We built a unit. Not going to do districts yet. We'll eventually look at the districts because we do want to start building stuff to improve certain locations. Like for this location, we'll want to get eventually an excavator up. We're researching an improved version to get a better output for it, but it costs a fair bit of resources I can't afford currently. So increases iron and stone production based on the research level. So there's various things we want to do. I don't remember this part of this screen. What is this telling me? Level 1, deployment of trained or better unit in an owned and controlled location. I think these already have that. That's these locations we've taken. Gorespark. Yeah, Gorespark. I'm not sure exactly what's going on. Oh, is it because they have barracks? Maybe it's because they have barracks. I think that's what's going on. I forget. How do you tell? Cancel. Gorespark. Yeah, current building's barracks. That's what I was looking for. So the barracks is what allows deployment in a location. So this has the building necessary for when that unit I built up finally becomes available, I can drop them into this location because it has a barracks. All right. I sort of remember. But that definitely was, I think, a new screen or new info that was added since I last played. Okay, we have secured our rear. I just need to get those units forward, especially hoping to get a unit like here or here. Man, I'd rather be forward deployed to this spot. Get the forest bonus for defending against somebody coming in. He might try to go around, but we'll see. But I'm hoping next turn we can do a strike on the capital, followed by finishing that off. That's my goal. Okay, anything else I want to do? I don't think so. We're hoping for one more wizard so we can start dungeon delving. I haven't really checked the 3 other bad guy opponents to see kind of how they're doing. Everything looks good. Looks good. More rebellions, but we're going to fix that shortly. Hopefully before anybody actually puts up a rebel and regains control. That would suck. So he did not come out to meet me in the honorable field of battle. He's hiding behind the walls. So we definitely need to strike the capital first before they get forts up. If I go up to the top one, I'm worried he'll send somebody over into my backfield. So we're absolutely going to go there. That's a pretty good fight number for us. But before, I should have, I was supposed to increase my power. We were down 2 strength points on these 2 units. I think I had the opportunity to reinforce them before I moved. So I screwed up there. That's okay. We're still going to take this fight right now. Big hit. 13-2. Advance. Whoops. And we left most of the army behind. That's not good. That's not good at all. Crap. I don't know what he's got up here. We did smash his main force. This guy's still got a swordsman and an archer. Archer almost died, but having my nightmare riders here all alone is not a good thing. So the number of defenders he had increased the movement points that it cost to attack that space, and I didn't take that into account. I didn't realize I wouldn't have enough to advance. Although we do have now, weirdly, the opportunity to reinforce. Oh, never mind. Yeah. I already moved, so it won't let me do it. Okay, well, nothing I can do about it. Well, technically there is. I could move back out, get back into my stack. I don't overly care if he moves back in again. I don't think he has much here, and we've already smashed this army. It'll cost me more points again next round, but it would sucker him back into coming into this space. I think that's what I'm going to do. I'd rather not leave my Nightmare Riders all alone up here. Yeah, I'm going to let him retake it. Or I'm going to not take it, however it works. I don't think it... Oh, no, it flipped to my control. So he'll have to step back in, and then we'll reinforce our units back to full strength, and we'll smash them next round. Okay. Get you brought forward. That's it for the armies. That is it, except for this guy. Yeah, I need a Nightmare Rider. Although this is mostly fighting dead. This group's got 2 Lichborn. So I need a Lichborn and a Nightmare Rider to get my second army group formed up. 2 army groups marching along this somewhat narrow front should serve me well. I should be able to take things and just push forward, smashing as I go, and then dropping... Well, I won't be able to drop garrison units. I'll have to bring forward enough for the light units to temporarily garrison. But if we can take things over fast enough, we don't have to worry about the rebellions. This country sucks. Damn. This place goes from all the way up here to all the way down here. That's a lot of different settlements I have to take to finish conquering it. The capital's there. That part's great, but just taking the capital doesn't force the empire to capitulate. You got to take all the settlements to get them to knuckle under. That's going to take some turns and some movement. All right. We might have to take the capital. Maybe take these and then pause. We'll see what happens. All right. Hey there, Fertile Creek. And thanks very much for the resub. Discussion Salsa. Okay. So, Army Mans. Oh, that's right. You are part of this army, aren't you? Forgot. Yeah, get moving. That'll bring you up to 50. All right, army mans are done. Let's check our recruits. Cleric, warrior. Damn it. Give me a damn wizard. I don't want to keep waiting. So this one got a farmer bonus. This is an administration bonus. If I put Charlie here in charge of a settlement, then Charlie would provide a bonus to the food production in that settlement. I don't particularly care about that, not especially given that we're an undead army. We don't need a lot of food, just enough for the settlements, but none for keeping our units maintained. I guess I'm going to wait one more turn. Let's do the generate. Well, do we generate new ones? I need to get rid of false rumors. We only have one I haven't looked at. Let's go look at that one first. It is a real location. It is another low dungeon. Awesome. We got 3 lows, 4 lows scattered up here in the desert. And then the one back here. No positive results. At this point, I think it's going to be diminishing returns. I think most of my explorations are going to give no result because we have so many on the board already. So I think I'm going to bring everybody back down to this dungeon. It'll be our first one. So I'll just start consolidating. Next turn, I got to take whoever's here because it's going to take me a turn and a half to get up there. So we can start exploring the dungeons and start making levels. And we'll just kind of do a circle with our group. The problem's going to be we do this dungeon, and then it's going to move me back here. And, well, it depends on if I do manual or if I do auto. We'll look at the numbers. If I can keep the numbers down to like below 5% chance for death on a character, then I'll probably auto-complete it. We'll see. I'm confident enough in my own ability that I know I'm better, and I'll remember the gameplay enough that I'll probably have a better result manually doing it, but it will take more real-world time. So we'll see. All right. No reason for you not to give it a try, but yeah. I don't think we're going to get a result. So let's just start bringing everybody together. All right. We're up to 3 in the group, 4, 5. We're just waiting on that last stupid wizard to show up. So heroes are done. Army mans are done. Got a recruit coming available next turn. That recruit, I'm hoping to forward deploy up to here and then have this group join to bring him up to full strength till I can get a Nightmare Rider done. Oh, we got another alchemist. Add you into this one, please. What are we up to? 7 out of 30 and 6 out of 30. Still got a ways to go. Oh, wait. How's our supply situation? Everybody in supply? Everybody's in supply. So he retook his capital. No surprise there. He kind of has to. Everything looks fine there. Uh-oh, shit. Shit. Damn it. I was hoping to finish this before he came up to play. Crap. I'm not ready for that one yet. What's he gonna do? Come across to take the easy fight? He doesn't know exactly what I have in here. But he's got to suspect it's lightly defended versus my main army stack. I can get this group down. That helps out a ton. He might try to split the difference and go through the middle. You can't quite get there, so I think I might leave you here for the moment, but let's definitely get you down there. Bring you forward to there. You, we are going to reinforce. Back up to full strength, back up to our 60. Smash you flat. Didn't quite finish him. Oh, we didn't get a... Oh, that's right. It was a settlement fight, so we didn't get a pursuit bonus. But we killed 8 strength points worth and lost nothing. So, you know, if I fight again, we could get in there. And we got a lot more leftover movement this time. So I got to decide, what do I want to do here? I could take my main strength stack, bring it down 1. It's going to cost 2 points to get there. That's going to leave me, I don't know how many units he has in that stack, but we'd be able to get a good fight. And I'm thinking I might wait on this one more turn just so I can come and smash this guy. I don't think I'll kill the entire stack. I don't know for sure what's in that stack yet. I could send a unit forward just to investigate it. I need to think about this. Let's, anything else in the backfield? We've moved our only other units. I've just got the hero stuff to do. Our recruit is now ready. It's a little glowing symbol here. So our Lichborn unit is ready. I'd only have one place to deploy it, and I'd rather hold that for the moment. So we're going to keep that in reserve. Yeah, let's go look at the heroes. Please be a wizard. Ah, come on. I never liked this system where you only get 3 randoms, and I constantly, just like I am now, have a problem where it's just certain, and it's actually based on the empire. There's like a type for the empires, and you're slanted towards certain categories. So apparently we're not slanted toward the magic user category. Do we grab one of these others? I mean, I do need to put a second group together. So I could just grab the cleric here, just send it into this group, and then wait for the next wizard, and then swap them out. So I think that's what I'm going to do. I can't keep waiting. Oh, I got to get some cash. We're down to 5 cash money. All right, let's go over here. Sell some iron. I'm going to sell 3 iron. Get me to 49. That's enough for the hero. Hey, we can get there, but unfortunately, we won't be able to actually go on the adventure this round. Because we need 1 point on that last hero. Oh, it will let me. Oh, it's only, yeah, it's fading out Edward here. Damn it. That's unfortunate. We'll wait till next turn. I'm not going in without a full 6. All right, that decluttered the map pretty well. We got a full party there. We're running triple healer, double warrior, with 1 warlock. Okay. Otherwise, I just got to make my judgment call here. Oh, we got another alchemist. All right, buff that up again. Still a long way to go. Get rid of these messages. What do you think? Any opinions? I'm of the opinion... I mean, I do have to worry about the descent that's building back here. Ideally, I would have finished this already. And I theoretically have what I need to take both of these. I can step in, and I think I'll have enough points to finish this fight also, and have enough movement remaining to take the settlement, which would complete my conquest. I'm not 100% certain that's better than to actually go for this stack, though. Hit it hard enough, even if I don't completely decimate it, hit it hard enough to force a retreat and then clean up. You go for this stack, but you're totally ignorant. It's a valid opinion. I'm also hesitating. The big advantage here is as soon as I capture these and process the turn, the kingdom capitulates, and I can then forward deploy my reinforcement either here or here. And he's not going to be bringing a stack strong enough to take either of these two positions if all I do is sit in it. So his option then, in this heavy terrain, he's not going to reach this. He's not going to reach this. So I think I'm going to go for the conquest. Just given the potential dangers. If I had this lightly defended, I'd be more worried. But I was able to bring that larger stack down. I can't quite get that one in there, but it's probably good I leave him there anyway. So given the geometry and the movement rates, I think it's a better call for me to do this. Then do this. Fully eliminated it. I still have points. I'm going to have to send a Lichborn up there. That's fine, though. Oh, nope. The Lichborn won't make it. All right. The Knight's fine as well, because... Oh, shit! You got to be kidding me. Damn it. I can fight across the inlet, but I can't step across to capture the space? That makes no sense. All right, that's dumb. I call foul. Well, I wasn't expecting that. I was expecting if I could fight across that inlet that I would be able to just step over into that space. Well, not much has changed. The defensive situation is the same. I'm just a little disappointed that I didn't quite have enough movement points to get there. So close. All right, well, that's the later round. We'll see what happens. So heroes are done. Armies are done. I'm going to hold my recruit in position again. Do we build another one? I'd have to get some cash. We'd have to sell some more resources. I would really rather not. So I think I'm going to hold off on that. Let's just hit end turn. See what this guy does. And again, he can't see into my stacks exactly till he moves closer. He might think that he can go for that eastern stack. I need to take a look at these other guys and see what they're doing. Uh-oh. Inadequate amount of food. Food deficit. Stability reduction. That's not good. Uh-oh. We got to finish this fight off. He backed off. All right. That's kind of what I was hoping for. So, I don't technically need to kill this guy. I just need to move my knight to here. That will take that. That's his last location, as long as this turn processes without a revolt happening. I might fight him anyway. I think that would count as going across the river. Full strength, light unit. Do I want to deal with this? I'd like to bring this group forward to this position. Where does our supply go? Yep, we're fine. So yeah, let's get you forward deployed. Bend the crossroads here. And I'd like to bring the other main army right down the coast and have them both hopefully in position to take that capital city that's so close. I think I will clean this up. Okay. Do I bring the rest of you forward? 4 points. We'll get the entire army right to there. That will prevent him from coming through this direction. That counts as grassland. Maybe I'll just go to the swamp. Check the help file for the military. For defensive bonuses, swamp is plus 20 on defense and plus 15 cover from ranged fire. What do we do? What do we do? Where does my supply extend? Ah, yeah, supply's not extending through that swamp. That might change when we take full control and ownership next turn. I'll have to check next turn. I'm not going to try to deploy forward when I don't have supply. That's not a good plan. So glad I checked that. All right, we'll just sit here. We'll hold what we got for a turn. We managed to back that other guy off, which will give me the time I need to get everything cleaned up back here. We got our heroes ready to go. I think that's everything. Next turn, we'll be able to drop our recruit. So, foraging. We didn't have enough food production. I'm surprised about this food production thing. I need to buy some food, basically. So I'm going to have to sell something to buy some food. I didn't think the undead guys would have a problem. I think things will get better as soon as we take ownership. And we don't have the descent from the rebellions and all that stuff. Let's go to the market. And unfortunately, it's sell more iron. It's really my choice. 29 per iron versus 14 for stone. Shard production sucks. Do we have any shard production? 3 per turn. What did I use shards on? Oh, on my Lichborn. Yeah, I need to get these heroes going. You get shards out of the dungeons fairly often. I think I remember that. It's one of the sources for getting shards. Otherwise, they're pretty hard to get. Yeah, it's got to be more of that. Let's just commit to 10. Food is going for what? Wow, 200 for 10 food? Food is almost as expensive as iron. Damn. 20 for food and 24 for iron. And there's only 40 on the market. We are in fall end. Oh, we're heading into winter. Oh, this is going to suck. Yeah, we might actually have a problem here. We need to get this sorted. Because we're going to get a lot less food production during the winter. It's going to drop by 25%. And I did not stockpile during the surplus months. All right. Shoot. I need to overcome a -9, so I need at least 9 food. If not a little bit extra to make sure we don't have a deficit for next turn. Which means I need to sell more. And sell some stone. I'm going to hope 10 gets me through. It might not. I think that's it. He's trying to come through the swamp. Give me the message. Tell me they have they've been destroyed. All right, now I'm confused. Why did ownership? Son of a bitch. I'm fucked. God damn it. One turn too late. And my armies are all forward deployed. It's going to take me forever to get an army back here to deal with this stupid rebellion that took ownership of this one damn town in the backfield and spoiled my ownership of the country. Oh, that sucks so much. I hate that with a red hot fiery passion. There's nothing I can do about it. This is the closest unit I have, and I'm not sure a single unit's going to be able to do it. That is really annoying. That puts a really, really big problem on me. Because now there's a chance we're going to have the same problem happen again with some of these others with the Descent Rising. I wasn't looking at the numbers. I forget the exact numbers you have to worry about. But apparently, you know, that one was one too many or got a lucky roll or something and flipped. Oh, shit. He's bringing the big group up. Ah. And I can't get these guys back in one turn. I think I'll retreat to here. I'm hoping that'll give me enough to move into here if I need to, if he decides to attack. He's bringing his full stack forward this time. He means business. And I've got my knight, unfortunately, running to the backfield as quick as possible. What to do. No way he's got a siege unit there, but I also have no fortifications. Do I peel off a unit to max stack the capital, which is the most important, and then send the other 40 back here and hope they hold? Yeah, I think that's what I do. Send you there. Bring you back to here. We'll get the defensive bonus of the terrain. I'm not sure he'll be able to move far enough coming through the swamp like that to actually engage me this next turn. But it'll block his movement towards Gorespark. So let's do that. It's most important to hold the capital. You guys are going to try to go take care of that. At least we can do a dungeon adventure. Oh, actually, I think I'm going to be forced to bring my Lichborn in. Next turn, I think we'll have enough to get parked here. He'll be there, and then the turn after, we'll actually try to take that back. Oh, I'm so annoyed at the timing of that. It's so bad. Oh, we had it. All right, so my army units are done. My only reinforcements on the board. Time to do the adventure. See what our numbers look like. I'm hoping for sub 5, 2%. All right, we're going to auto-complete 2%. At some point, I will show you the full exploration. Basically, up here, there's 14 spawns remaining in the dungeon, and we just use the arrow keys to move from room to room to room to room. Sometimes there's traps, at which point it'll roll dice to see if we get hit by the traps. Having an adventurer helps with that kind of thing. There are secret rooms that you can find. But basically, you have to explore the place and clear all the spawns. And there's kind of like a finale room with a little slightly stronger mini-boss kind of guy. But what you fight and what kind of party composition you have can really make a difference in how the fights go. But you've got a limited amount of heals after combat. And that's usually what ends your current run in a dungeon, is you move a space, you have a fight, then you're allowed to heal X amount of times while you're on your dungeon adventure. And when you run out of heals after combat, it's never a good idea to stay in there, because another fight could wipe your party if you're not able to heal up. So, you got a cumulative defensive bonus, resistances, weaken, lowers tough and impenetrable. Those are traits that enemies might have. So a warlock is good at lowering enemies that have tough and impenetrable traits. The number of searches you're allowed to find either extra loot or to find. I don't remember if that's for finding secret doors. It might be. But yeah, so at 2%, though, we're just going to do the auto explore. It's going to roll percentage dice for each character. Each one of them has a 2% chance of being killed in the adventure. So nobody died. Gained a level. Everybody gained a level. It's going to take 2 turns of them recovering in the nearest town, which is the Strange Bay Mines. Here is a sign to celebrate their victory. We made 80 gold and got 13 shards, and we found the Auroch Blade. So that's going to be an item we can give to one of our characters. and everybody gained a level. So they are now retreating to Strange Bay Mines to rest and recuperate for 2 turns. If we go to our Heroes and Vault, right here are the magic items in the Capital Vault. Basically, any items you find in the dungeons get teleported to the Capital Vault, and you can then assign them to heroes. So if we pick, an Auroch Blade gives, or this particular Auroch Blade gives +2 to weapon skill. It's going to be something one of our warriors is going to want. You've got 7 weapon skill versus Diane sitting at only 4 weapon skill. I think I'd rather buff up Diane's weapon skill. So we'll go ahead and transfer the Auroch Blade to her. So Diane now has the Auroch Blade and brought her up to 6 weapon skill. You're limited, 1 weapon, 1 armor, and 1 mind slot. So you kind of move the items around to do whatever you want to help your guys out. But look at that. We got some shards and some cash. Nice. All right. And that's our first adventure. The dungeon disappears after you clear it. So we are done for the turn. The big question, what is he going to do? Is he going to advance and try to attack my lighter stack, only 40 strength points versus his 60? That's a lot of movement points to get through that stuff. And then also try to prosecute an attack. I'm a little worried that maybe I should back off again. I really don't want to take the fight. Or if I do take it, I want to hit him with 2 different stacks to try to weaken him. So do I move further away and lose the defensive bonus, but be hopefully out of reach? Or do I stay where I'm at, hope that moving just these 2 spaces means he doesn't have enough to attack, and then I'm closer and I have to use less movement points to do my own attacks? I think I'll risk it. Let's take the fight here. All right. Oh man, I am so annoyed at that. So annoyed. That just wrecked me. We were in such good position right up until that. Please don't let any others go switch. Nothing worse than having nothing in the backfield, stripping your backfield, thinking it's secure, and then having that kind of flip occur. Not pleased. Not pleased. Dissent is rising. Uh-oh, rebels. We still own everything else. But not for long, probably. Can't make it this turn. Damn it. 12 strength? We do have enough movement points to go in. I'm really annoyed that this takes so many points to move. So he backed off again. That's good. He's pretty indecisive. He keeps threatening and then backing off, threatening and backing off. So I think I will maintain what we've got here. Our heroes are resting for another round. It really comes down to, this is really the only decision. Do we push this? The knight is not great at that fight. Do I wait another round and risk another revolt? And they have no movement points to advance. Damn it. Now he can get involved because it doesn't have the extra point for this, but now he's going to build another goddamn unit here. The timing. The timing. That sucks. All right, pretty easy turn. There's not much for me to do. We got our armies garrisoning. We've got to wait yet another turn to finish taking that. Got to risk yet another settlement going into rebellion, because we keep coming up just a hair short on movement rates. So he's pushing forward. Was there previously another nation here? Or has it always been just this one? I think it was just this one. He just took the first town or two. How's this guy doing? That's kind of a weird arrangement. That's a really weird arrangement. How the hell did you push up to here with no road connection and you got troops way the hell up there? How are you supplying those things? I can't see his supply levels, but that looks really weird. I don't know how he's managing that. Over here, he is pushed up this way. He owns this or controls this, but he's left these in the back. Yeah, AI's being kind of wonky. All right, whatever. I got my own problems. No recruits. Heroes. Well, an enchanter. That's not quite the type I was hoping for. Heroes. Enchanter falls into this. Enchanter, adept, sorcerer, wizard, magnus, intelligence, focus. I guess we'll take the enchanter. At least it's some kind of a wizard type. So my heroes are hanging out here. We're going to end up swapping somebody out. Got plenty of points to get there. Let's go ahead and gather rumors. Hey, he found one. And he can explore it. Fake. We're probably going to go to this one next. We'll get that out of the way, and then we'll come sweep these northern ones. So let's bring you back down. Next turn, we'll pull one guy out, send him gathering rumors, and send the new guy and the rest of that group over. Unfortunately, now we're going to have a mismatch in the XP levels. Hey, heroes. So I'm trying to remember. You guys... I think they have to be available. I should be able to level them up. All right, so done with heroes, done with armies. Praying for another turn of no revolt. Whoa, where the hell did all the food come from? We're in winter. Where did all the food come from? I mean, I bought a little bit, but I thought I only had like 10. How the hell did we end up with that much surplus food? Where's the report summary? 41 food was produced. 37 required by the pop. 5 required. That's 42. I don't know. I didn't buy that much food. Huh. I'm really curious where all the food came from. I mean, we didn't capture anything this last turn. Weird. All right, whatever. How we doing on research? We're at 14, 9, 8. That one's doing a heck of a lot better than that one with the same amount of alchemists. I don't think so. He's coming forward that fat stack again. He's going to mean it one of these times. I need to get my rear issues resolved. And unfortunately, it's yet another turn. I got to move in to take that place, process the turn, and I don't know whether it capitulates the empire or checks for rebellions and then does the capitulation. Dissent. Not pleased.